Alright, welcome back. In this video, I'm literally calling all Jasmy bulls to the front line because I think that it's about time. And just as I was saying a few moments ago, I think an hour ago, I was saying that you may send the Jasmy price. There are reasons, obviously, why I'm saying that. And I know a lot of people are not believing this Jasmy rally here and they treat it as a fake out. But I differ totally just because of the things that I'm seeing right around the market. And I'm going to be sharing with you some of those things. We'll take a look at, how high the Jasmy prices can go immediate short term and what we would also consider medium term right there. But I mean, spoiler alert, this video is going to be very much bullish right there for Jasmy. But before we start, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video by delicately tapping the like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm in understanding that yes, this video may be short and straight to the point, but it's still something that the community needs very much. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe because I do TA on Jasmy and a number of other different altcoins on a regular basis, and for the most part actually Jasmy helps us and we kill it. So basically on the daily time frame, we have been having this horizontal resistance slash support, and I think at this point it's clear that this thing is now being treated as a support, just as we were doing it throughout the whole of 2024, and that's safe. So that's really good right there. Now you see all these arrows that I've just drawn, 1 2 3 and stuff like that. If you're a regular on the channel, you know exactly what I'm going to talk about right there. This is about the 50 daily moving average, and just to pass through it, you understand that when Jasmy is above the 50 daily moving average like so, you usually push upwards of 100%, sometimes 200%, sometimes even like 300% and stuff like that. So that has been the case over the last 1 2 3 4 times, and this is going to be the 5th time. And if history is going to be any indication of the past, we know that history tends to rhyme, maybe not repeat, but Jasmy is above the 50 daily moving average. That has always stayed a bullish stance here for Jasmy, and so I'm bullish as well. I can't be bearish about it. That's not the only thing actually. Most of the stuff is coming from Bitcoin as well, because what we have seen is that for Jasmy to do well, Bitcoin has actually just been doing fantastic as well. So if you go back as far back as December 2022, when BTC bottomed right there, and until today it has managed to go up, I would say 500 or 600%. Now in the same time frame, Jasmy, yes, a lot of people call it a dead project and stuff like that, but just right then when Bitcoin was bottoming in 2022, we're also seeing that Jasmy has at some point been up to 21x and stuff like that. As we are speaking today, Jasmy is up maybe 600% and stuff like that. The bottom line here is that Jasmy has got more potential than Bitcoin, and also Jasmy has always needed Bitcoin to go ahead and do something special right there. So we're looking for great price action, number one, from the 50 daily moving average, looking for that upwards of 100%. And also we are looking at the condition that the Bitcoin price has always said, that you need a healthy Bitcoin price. For Jasmy now, there's something that is very interesting happening right there. Just yesterday, or maybe a few hours ago, we saw the Bitcoin price going on to set a new all-time high. Normally what we have seen over the last few years, I would say, is that when BTC does something like this, it's crashing in terms of the dominance, right? The dominance is pushing along with the price. Today, we're seeing something that is slightly very much different right there. Over the last week, we have been saying that, look, this is the upward trend of the Bitcoin dominance. But ever since, I think maybe 2 weeks ago, this thing has broken structure, and that actually is playing in the hands of Jasmy and a lot of other different altcoins. So far, we are seeing that in the last 24 hours, BTC has managed to go ahead and set a new all-time high, but the dominance is dropping. What that means actually is that capital is favoring altcoins more than the Bitcoin price. Actually, you will see it very much clearly here when you go to my watch list, for example. Yes, everybody is celebrating. I don't know what percentage the Bitcoin price has risen over the last 24 hours, but we have got things which are up 18%. I think that we have got even way higher than that, maybe something like 32% here. Nobody's talking about those things. So that's the dynamic that we are faced in right now. Now you may be asking, why are we talking about that right there? Very simple. As I said, this can be the moment that we have been waiting for ever since 2021, where altcoins go on and have an out season. Jasmy is part of those altcoins that is extra juice, and I think with that condition, you don't go wrong. Now, of course, personally, I'm not just talking about those things. I'm also literally putting my money exactly where my mouth is, and here today I was sharing a trade with Patreon members, which we just took, I think, the last time I checked it, I was up something like 40%. That's great. I think the best is still yet to come. I also have got another long, position that I opened a month ago, right around 1.4 cents basically, and that one is up about 400%. That's still good, but as I said, the best is yet to come in my opinion. Now let me get into how high I expect the Jasmy price to go here, because we're looking at the very top that we had right around, 6 cents we can say, and until the very bottom there, you can see that we have just touched the first Fibonacci retracement level. Okay, no problem. We do that. We got a rejection initially, so we'll see how we react the second time we're doing that, right around, I would say 2.05 cents, right? So that's great. Then we're also looking at the RSI here. The RSI has not just gotten into the overbought territory just yet. So once the RSI gets above 70 here on a daily time frame, yeah, that actually is a spelling that Jasmi has got more juice to go ahead and do something special right there. Now, when we say something special, how high are we looking for the price to go? Initially, we look at Fibonacci retracement levels. So we're looking at right between 3.2 cents and 4 cents, right around this level. But I expect with the current dynamic where the Bitcoin dominance keeps dropping and altcoins are out flourishing, BTC, I think that Jasmi goes all the way to do the full Fibonacci extension right there, which is right around, I would say 22, 23 cents thereabout. I see we've got one major big price target of right around 32 cents here for Jasmi, but when I'm just referencing the peak that we had back in November there, Fibonacci, the full Fibonacci extension scale goes all the way up to something like 23 cents thereabout for Jasmi. I just saw with them with the link that I've put in the description. Now before I go, let me show you this amazing welcome bonus that our partners over there at L Bank, the exchange, are doing. They have got this fantastic activity in the next 8 days that if you happen to register with them, you can claim up to almost 50% of what you are depositing into your futures account. An example is that if you go ahead and deposit, let's say $800 in your account, you receive up to $350 in terms of like trading bonuses that you can use to trade, even make much more money from that. I always say that this is a gift that keeps giving because it's a free airdrop, right? $1,000 will get you to something like $450 that you can trade. So that's fantastic as well. Go ahead and check the rules. The link is also somewhere there in the description. I've put everything nice and easy, but that's not the only activity that they are running. They also have got this, lucky spin activity that if you go ahead and register with them once again, trade a minimum of $5, you have one chance to win a Rolex and an iPhone 16 Pro Max. I mean, there are other rewards that are in the wheel, but I think the most important ones are these ones. However, I mean, if one spin is not enough, as you know, your trading volume goes higher, the more you trade, you actually have more attempts. So you can go ahead and do it up to 7 times. I just checked the Bitcoin price once again, and it seems like it's dropping from 111 to, right around 110, just $1,000 drop, to be honest with you. But with it is the Bitcoin dominance also falling. So this is a sight to behold. This can be the moment that we have all been waiting for forever. I want to thank you so much for watching the video. If you could, please delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and I will see you in the next one. Take really, really good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.